NBC 10's Brenna Weick is gathering more details for us. She's at Delaware State Police in Newark, Newcastle County. She joins us live now. Brenna.
Danny, we expect to hear an update from the public information officer in the next 10 minutes. We're here at headquarters waiting to hear from them, but they say there are multiple agencies involved in this investigation, which is why they're taking their time to confirm exactly what happened here. Now, we also have confirmed new in the last 15 minutes this was an officer-involved shooting. Let's go ahead and show you that aerial footage from Skyforce 10 so you can get a look at what we're talking about here. This is where a chase ended on I-95. As you can see, both north and southbound lanes are completely shut down as troopers investigate. They were focusing on a white sedan when our chopper was overhead here with the doors open, and they've got crime scene tape blocking off traffic for miles. Again, we have confirmed this is an officer-involved shooting that ended with a chase, but there's a lot more to learn as this investigation spans multiple scenes. Back out here live again, we do expect to hear from a public information officer in the next 10 minutes. As soon as we get that confirmed information, I'll send it out to the newsroom so we can get it to you. For now, I'm live at Delaware State Police Headquarters. Brenna Weick, NBC 10 News.
Brenna, thank you. And we have team coverage of the story. NBC 10's Karen Hua joins us live now from Newport, Newcastle County, where this all began. Karen.
Yeah, Danny, this is still very much an active investigation, an active scene. We are as close as possible to this action as we can be. Police have now confirmed this is an officer-involved shooting, and from what we see from the ground, there are indications of a chase because there are multiple scenes. What you're looking at right now is the ramp off of Highway 141. You can see several evidence markers that span the entire ramp. From my viewpoint, our viewpoint right here, we count at least a dozen, 12 of those yellow evidence markers. Very much there could be more of those that we aren't seeing. Continuing to walk across the street here, we're going to go over to the other side of Market Street. We're seeing even more evidence markers on that side, both on the sidewalk, on the street. In front of that mint green house with the gate there, we see several more of those evidence markers. We also know that there is a small alleyway that leads to yet another scene about a block away in front of an auto shop where there's a police presence there as well. To give you a sort of overview, an aerial view of all of this, here's a look from Skyforce 10. You can see all, let's say, 3 of those scenes. The first one that we showed you off the ramp, including that home in this neighborhood, as well as that other scene near the auto shop. Now, we did speak to a pastor at this church on the corner. He says he heard a few gunshots this morning as early as 7:30, and he says when he walked out of his home, he saw at least 4 or 5 police officers engaging in a chase. He says he doesn't know whether those gunshots came from either police or from a suspect, but he did say that is what he heard. Take a listen.
Roughly about 7:30, 7:35 this morning, I was in my house next door and heard some gunfire, which is very unusual for this neighborhood. Looking out the front door of the house, I saw the state police officers getting in their vehicle and quickly leaving the area and apparently chasing someone.
So now, as a further part of their investigation, we see a few officers here who are about to put a drone up. We see they're using many different types of tools to try to figure out what has happened in this situation. Like Brenna mentioned, we are hoping to hear from police within the next few minutes, giving us more details about this officer-involved shooting. Officers here, they're going to see from more of an aerial point of view what's happened here with their drone once that goes up. But for now, what we do know, police say, is that there is no active threat to the community. Just be careful with those closed lanes of I-95 if you're driving around the Newark area. For now, we're live in Newport. Karen Hua, NBC 10 News.
Karen, thank you. And for more on those closed lanes, Katy Zachry is right now in the First Alert Traffic Center monitoring the traffic impacts of this situation. Katy.
As you saw, the scope of these traffic disruptions is very widespread. So here's a wide look at Delaware, and you can see how much of 95 through the state of Delaware is affected by this officer-involved shooting in the Newark area. As we focus in here, you can see 95 completely shut down in both directions, north and southbound, right around 896, Route 896. In fact, Route 40, just south of that, you're slowed down to 20 miles an hour because so much congestion, so many people are using this as an alternate, as well as Route 4 just north of there, you're going about 11 miles an hour. So it's extremely slow going. Here are all the specific details traffic-wise. 95 north and southbound right near the Delaware-Maryland state line is closed. If you're headed northbound, it's from that state line to Route 896. If you're headed southbound, you'll find the closure from 273, which is exit 3, to Route 896, exit 1. And southbound traffic is backed up at least to exit 4. Here is a screenshot we got from one of the DelDOT cameras. There are a couple of DelDOT cameras we usually have access to, but they are so close to the epicenter of this police officer involved shooting that they have been blocked from our view. So this is what we can take away. You can see all of the congestion on 95 snaking around, going off on some of these alternate routes. And before we leave you, Danny, here's a list of alternate routes if you must drive in this area: Route 4, Route 40, 896, Route 72, and 281. Good luck to you.